Okay, we're gonna start with the simple syrup. This is nothing fancy. This is just something I keep on the side if you're making mixed drinks. So you don't have to add sugar directly because it's so hard to dissolve. And all it is equal parts sugar and equal parts water. Let it dissolve and that's it. Store it in a container. You can keep it in the refrigerator and you can use it for many things. This is it. We're going to let this melt and put it in a container and we're done with this. Okay, now we are going to make the traditional margarita with no mixes. We're going to use limes. And just take your limes and roll them a little bit so you can get some more juice out of them. Okay, for the traditional margarita, I'm just going to pour it into this glass. And here I have, I'm going to show you the simple syrup. I just put it like if I'm going to make cocktails in a little pitcher like that. The rest of it, I put it into a mason jar. Pop it in the refrigerator. You can use it to sweeten your tea. You know, just a lot of stuff you can use it for. So I just keep it in the mason jar, pop it in the refrigerator, and have it whenever you need it. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to cut our limes and squeeze the juice. Traditional margarita is made with pure lemon or lime juice, not lemon juice. Okay, and they're very tart. That's why it's good to have the simple syrup. So I'm going to squeeze it in here, the lime juice, and then we're going to use whatever we need out of here. Okay, now to make the traditional margarita with the lime juice, there's different variations of shakers. You know, you can use this shaker here, and it even gives you some recipes for different drinks. To me, these don't last very long if you use them often. They're okay on a pinch, but you know, I don't recommend those. These here to me are the better ones for home use. Okay, because they last and you can use them over and over, easy to wash. They have the lid, you don't even need a strainer. That's it, we're going to use this. Now, for this, we are going to put some ice in here. Just a little bit of ice. And the portions of this, I am going to give you what I like. Later you can adjust it if you want to try this and tell me what you think in the comments. You can adjust it to what you like. Now for the typical margarita, for the traditional, you want to use a good tequila. A good sipping tequila. Don't use the cheap stuff because this is what you're going to be actually tasting. Okay, so we're going to put our ratio to this. I like to put 1.5 ounces of tequila. And then we're going to put about 3/4 of the ounce of the triple sec or the Grand Marnier is what I like. And if you're going to make a good margarita, you want to buy some good ingredients, okay? And now the simple syrup, this is going to be to your taste. We're going to put about 1/2 ounce of the simple syrup in there. And then the lime juice. The lime juice, I put it in here because it was just easier for me to handle. It should be about 3 ounces of juice. And yes, this can get very acidy, very strong. So that's why I tell you to adjust it with the simple syrup to your liking. We're going to give this a really good shake. Okay, now that I cleaned this up a little bit, now our glass, what I like to do to the glass, if you're going to serve this to people, whatever, I just put half the rim of salt. I don't go all the way in case somebody doesn't like salt. Just get a piece of lime and go around the glass and then you just swirl it around into your margarita salt. Okay, and then some people like it pretty heavy, some don't, so I would just go fair, just like that, okay? Move that aside and one more shake. And I use fresh ice, okay, because I'm just going to strain it in case any seeds went into the lime. Okay, so fresh ice, and then you just strain it into your cocktail glass. And then you put a little lime wedge on the side, and there you go. This is my version of a traditional margarita, and it is so good. That's perfect. And like I said, you adjust the sweetener however you like it. That's up to you. Now, I am going to show you what I call a cheater's version of this, where you don't have to squeeze the lime. I go and I get some of this limeade concentrate and use this as opposed to the fresh limes. because this can get very, high in acid. So I like to cheat a little bit and use this. So we're gonna do this next. Okay, now for the limeade margarita, just pour your limeade into a quart jug, and then of course you prepare it according to the package instructions. And I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so for our other margarita, I just took out a margarita glass that I had in the freezer. I made the limeade according to the package instructions. We're gonna put this aside, get our shaker again. We're gonna add our ice. We're gonna add our tequila. The same measurements, 1.5. If you wanna put 2, if you wanna put 3, that is up to you guys. You make it how you like it. So 1.5, and then we put our Grand Marnier, and I like to put just a little pinch of the simple syrup just so it won't have so much acid. Okay, now we're gonna put same thing, 3 ounces of the lemonade or limeade. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this is just for 1 glass, guys. If you want to make it in the pitcher, by all means you sure can, and I will leave a recipe for the pitcher size listed below. Now a good shake, and we are going to add again our salt, just a little piece of it. Okay, just like that. Don't like the salt, leave it out by all means. Okay, and then we put some ice in our glass, some fresh ice. Lots of ice. And then you pour your margarita drink in there. Perfect. And then you get your little lime wedge. And there you go. This is my version of a margarita. And let me tell you guys, this one is delicious. It's not as acidy as the other one. That's good. Okay guys, there's the other one. Now we're going to move on to the frozen one, which is a lot of people's favorite. So we're going to move on to that one. We'll be right back. Okay guys, we're going to do the frozen margarita. We're going to measure it out in here, and we're going to put a lot of ice in this one. We'll actually fill up the container with ice. Okay, and for this, I'm going to suggest to you, don't use your good tequila on this, because really, you're not going to taste it like if you would be sipping it. So I wouldn't waste it on it. I'll just use my regular old bar tequila, well tequila. Okay, and I do put an extra shot, half shot in this because it is frozen. And then our Grand Marnier. I will leave the recipes below, guys. Don't worry about that. And I do add a little bit of simple syrup. And then we're going to add in our lime. You can use store-bought margarita mix if you like. I just can't ever find one that I absolutely love like this one. Okay, I might want to put one more. Okay, now this one, we're not going to shake it. We're just going to put it into, I grabbed my good Mic blender because the little Mic blender I have is not going to do it for this job. Okay, we're going to pour everything into the blender, and then we're just going to let it go. Okay guys, that's ready. Okay, now the same step for the lime for the frozen margarita. Just rub it along the rim, put some salt, just a little bit. Get your garnish and pour in your margarita. Look at that. Okay, and then of course we need a straw or 2 for this margarita. And look at that, guys. Yummy. I'm gonna give this a taste. Good. Very, very good. Okay guys, that's gonna conclude my version of this video of these 3 margaritas. The traditional with pure lime juice, the one with the limeade in it that is on the rocks, and then the frozen one. And give it a try, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I know I'm going to here in a minute. And like I said, don't waste your good tequila on the frozen one because you're just not going to taste the difference. Anyway, drink responsibly, guys. Thank you for watching my videos. And if you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. Go and visit us on Facebook and Instagram at Virtual Kitchen with Laura. And leave me a comment below, guys, which is your favorite, the frozen, the regular, or the traditional margarita. Okay, guys, talk to you later. Bye.